Ascensions. I hope all is well. This may be a reading that might resonate with you if you happen to have dominant Leo in your chart. You have it in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Leo, there might be some information in this reading that may resonate with you. Let me let you know that this reading may not resonate to a T. It's general. So there might be some things that don't, and guaranteed some things that do. What does not resonate, let that go. Let me offer you this also, a trigger warning. Some sensitive material that's discussed in this reading, and if you feel that you're not in the headspace to maybe hear about sensitive subject matter, here's your opportunity to go ahead and click off the video. Otherwise, those of you who are ready to roll with me, let's dive. Let's do a deep dive into this reading. Leo Nation, Leos, right off the bat. I'm seeing some issues with a vehicle. This might be that, Leo Nation, you might need to get your oil checked, change your oil, change the fluids in your car. That might be something that might be going on in your situation. It looks like you're worried about something. You're concerned about something. You're sad about something. This could be a carryover from what happened last week. Feels like you got a lot of changes going on. And there might be somebody that's triggering your anger. Or you are dealing with somebody that just is like a loose cannon. They have anger issues. I think maybe you're dealing with some depression, some ups and downs. You got a Capricorn that shows up to your reading. I'm trying to see what this is that has you feeling sad. Has or had you feeling sad? Okay, well, you definitely have somebody watching you. We'll get to that in a second. Because I do see some haters around you, okay? That could be who's watching you. Who could be watching you is another fire sign in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Maybe you did have an issue with somebody last week. Because honestly, like I said, this feels like this is a carryover about what happened. Okay. I think that you may have been dealing with someone. Could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I get Scorpio the heaviest in this reading because there's a song playing in my background, in the background of my mind. Speaking of music, okay. Spirit guides gave Scorpio a song called "Hanging on a String." So in that song, she says, "I'm not your plaything," and I think that maybe you might feel like somebody is treating you like that, like they're playing around with you. And maybe that has you feeling very sad. If somebody's playing around, toying around with your emotions. Some of you singles, it feels like you're getting involved with somebody that doesn't want any type of strings attached. They might have love for you, but they don't want to be committed. So this week, about to call you Scorpio. Some of you got to be dealing with another water sign. Anyway, it feels like, I'm not calling you Cancer. You might be on the Cancer-Leo cusp, or you're dealing with a Cancer, you're a Leo. Or maybe you do have water in your chart. Like I said, you're on the cusp, or you Pisces or Scorpio yourself. It feels like there was a love offer here, okay? You got King and Queen here. I think that there's an offer here that you're turning down. You're pulling back an offer from somebody because you feel like they can't decide what they want. And I think that this is causing you to second guess whether or not you guys have a future together. They're giving me another song called, what is that song called? It's a song by Carole King called "It's Too Late." The lyrics go, "It's too late, baby, now it's too late, though we really did try to make it. Something inside has died and I don't remember. I just can't take it," I think she says. So I think that there's something here in a relationship. Again, it's like it's too late. This might be that somebody might feel this way about you, that it's too late to come and make things right after maybe a disagreement or an argument, or after, I don't know what happened yet. I don't know if some truth was revealed, because it definitely feels like you have a guard up. It feels like this was something that was unknown, something was kept from you, and somebody hurt you. You might feel that it's intentional. They might be clueless. about how maybe they hurt you, or how disappointed that they may have caused you, how disappointed that they may have caused you to feel. It feels as though they may have had somebody else in the background that they did not tell you about. They deliberately did not tell. Or maybe some of you knew. Maybe you did. And maybe this person is undecided about whether or not they want to be here or with the other person. And this is how they have you dangling on a string. You might feel like you're a plaything in this situation. Okay? So I think you're turning down somebody's offer. I think that somebody loves you in their own weird way, Leo. Because it might not be evident to you that this person loves you because of the way that they're acting or the way that they did in the past. But they do. And I think that now you're camouflaging how you feel. You know, if this is you, okay, privately, I feel like somebody feels disappointed. They're feeling very hurt. They're feeling very vulnerable. They feel like they did have their guard up, and they feel like you rejected them in some type of way. You got a codependency situation. Some of you could have you might find yourself with your dating history getting involved in codependent relationships. Or one of you could be rather codependent, and that could definitely be something that's creating a lot of barriers in your relationship. I also see that somebody could have some type of an addiction. And with this particular reading, this feels like this is a drinking addiction. Or if it's not an actual addiction, this feels like somebody is very self-destructive. And currently it feels like you are not in communication with this person. You're giving them the silent treatment. For some of you, this has something to do with a family member. 9 times out of 10, this might be a Cancerian we're talking about. Somebody is sidestepping an issue. They don't want to confront something head on. It's like somebody is like maybe afraid of confrontation, or they're backing away from the truth. A family member, this could be, or this could be somebody that maybe you wanted to build a family with. Maybe you saw a future with this person. There might be children involved someplace in the background, or like I said, this is somebody that you felt that you could have a future with. Maybe you felt like you could build a family with this individual, or blend families with this person. I think that somebody is really worried about something. This could be you worried about something unrelated to love. But it really does feel like, Leo, because this is you in the reading. This feels like this is where your mindset is. But keep in mind, the reading can always be reversed. Take this however it applies. Yep, there's some sadness. Okay. It has something to do with the past. That's what I mean, past dating history. This might be somebody feeling like they want to maybe, I don't know what somebody's trying to do yet, but it feels like the past could be relevant. I'll go ahead and throw it out there. It could be maybe somebody would like to reunite with you, but they feel like the past is you're holding this against them, or it's their past that maybe they're not being honest with you about. Past relationships, whatever. We'll see what this is about. This could have something to do with an ex, since we're talking about the past. Maybe somebody's not over their ex. And that might be the issue here. This might be why somebody is turning you down, or you're rejecting somebody. Yeah, I can see it now. It's like somebody wasn't bold enough to tell you the truth. This feels like this has something to do with honesty. This could have something to do with you and your children. Maybe there is a barrier between you and your children's relationship because of the past. Or maybe this is you maybe having something to do with your childhood. Childhood issues, childhood trauma is going to be boiling to the surface. And since I was talking to you about sensitive subject matter, I see something already in the reading that I feel the need to call out. And I'm not going to really go into a lot of detail about it because I don't think it needs that. Somebody's innocence was taken from them as a child. This could be a family member doing this to a kid. Could be somebody that's a neighbor, or maybe somebody that you're letting your kids be around. Because it feels like there is a kid whomever this is, especially if this is a child, feels emotionally disconnected. And I think that you might be dealing with a child or if this is not a child that we're talking about, then we're talking about somebody's inner child. Somebody might feel like something is wrong with them because somebody can never be emotionally attached. It's like somebody is very withdrawn. It's like somebody is afraid to let their guards down because they've been hurt before in the past. This might have something to do with the relationship with your father figure in your life. Maybe your father figure was an alcoholic or whatever the case is. Or you had a father figure that was just very angry or caused a lot of issues in the home. It could have been because of what you observed as a kid. That could have you having your guards up. Some of you, you've seen a lot as a kid for your age. I think that you might be dealing with somebody that likes to play around and maybe they don't want to be serious. And I see somebody that may need to be freed from something. Thank you, spirit guides. Freed from the past or freed from an addiction. This might be the barrier that keeps somebody from getting close, because I promise you somebody is afraid to open up and be vulnerable. And it really does feel like maybe you're not getting rest. You're not getting the proper rest that you need right now. You're worried about some things. There's definitely some things that are on your mind. Your home, your finances. I even sense borderline depression here. I think that you're overly generous. And I think that someone has taken advantage of you. And I think right now this has caused you to go into a valley emotionally. Meaning you're depressed. You were so excited for something, and now it's just, this is a father that may have forgotten about a child's birthday. Because I sense birthdays, celebration, this might be a Virgo child. Since we're in Virgo season. What did we come out of? Leo? And maybe somebody forgot your birthday last month. So I guess I said that to say this. You were getting to know somebody. You were really falling for this person. Or you currently are. And you may not see that this might be something that's coming up. Because like I said, not everything happens at the same time for everyone. What might be getting ready to happen that you may not see in this situation is that somebody comes right back around. Or, yeah, because this is definitely someone from your past. There's an ex that comes back into the situation. Yep. Capricorn. Did I say Cap? I did. And I got this same card for Capricorn. Somebody must have spoken to you in a very aggressive manner. That's what I mean. Somebody is a loose cannon. So this week, not just this week, but especially this week, it's going to be a good idea to control your anger. Because it looks like you might regret it if you don't. Or this is somebody that's, you know what I mean? It's like somebody is looking back in regret over the way that something happened or something that was said. Goodness, I'm trying to figure this out. Are you traveling? Or maybe this is, what's being shown here is like an interracial relationship. Oh, wow. Okay, yep, you do have a spy. We'll look at that in a minute. Oh, okay, you might be dealing with an earth sign. I did say Capricorn. And some of you are dealing with somebody that does magic. Goodness. Gemini. I think you feel this person even though you guys are apart. Or it's like you feel ghosted by somebody. Some of you might feel haunted by this individual. Like the memory of somebody is just really haunting you. Wow. You're loyal to a fault, Leo or cross watcher. I can still see you standing there. Maybe somebody didn't think that you would ever walk away from them. Or that somebody may have thought that you would never leave them. Somebody is left with this thought on their mind. What did you want from me? Somebody may feel used, since we were talking about in the beginning, I'm not your plaything, right? Somebody feels like maybe you did play around. What did you really want? What was your intentions? And I think that somebody loves themselves enough to walk away. Definitely a Capricorn for some of you. I scared myself that day. Same exact cards here. Somebody said something and maybe somebody really flew off the handle and they were super aggressive. This could have even been a physically aggressive situation or blow up. Yeah. Wow. This is a child. It's all in their body language. Their body language might say a lot about the fact that they're depressed. Maybe they're not verbalizing this to you, because I promise you, somebody feels like they have to walk on eggshells in this situation, or somebody can just be super aggressive. So there's someone, Leo Nation. I keep hearing Cancer and Capricorn, though like I said, I'm well aware that I'm reading for Leo. I think that there is someone that would like to come into your energy. Somebody is coming back. Would like to anyway. But it looks like somebody is fearing some type of rejection. Or maybe this is somebody's inner child. Like I said, because of childhood issues, because of the past. Somebody's past here. They may have been rejected a lot in the past. Or, rejected as a kid. Somebody wants to, they don't know what to say. And I feel that somebody could be a workaholic here, Leo. That might be an issue that you have with this person. I'm waiting for an apology. So yeah, I definitely feel that you feel wronged in some type of way. It could have been what somebody said. It could have been in their body language. There's somebody that fears that you will reject them. Some of you, it's your kids. Their body language says enough. They want to be honest with you about something. They want to talk to you about something having to do with their past. But they feel that maybe a parent is going to reject them, is maybe not going to hear them out. And things might go left. And you might reject what they have to say. Because I promise you, this is a child that may want to talk to you about their childhood. Things that went down. Things that might be hurting them. Things that they might be depressed about to this day. So, there might be a child that might feel wronged or might be holding on to something that was said or some type of aggressive behavior having to do with a parent or a family member. And they might be hoping that maybe you guys can see eye to eye about something. Whether or not there's a sincere apology that happens, I think that there might be a child that may want that even for the purpose of their own healing. Because somebody feels like they were blamed for something, or that they might be in the crossfire of somebody's anger. Somebody's missing you, Leo Nation. Thinking of you, missing you. State examination. Taking your state boards. Yep, somebody is tormented and anguished over this situation. I promise you, this is a kid. Tormented and anguished over the past, over their childhood, or this is you as an adult. Your inner child. Secret deal. I don't know. Somebody's doing something in secret. We're going to see what that's about. Maybe that has something to do with this spy connection. I don't know. This is kind of took an unusual turn. There's a baby here. A baby boy. Maybe you're missing your child. Or like I said, this is somebody's inner child. Are you going swimming, Leo? Maybe you're going swimming with a Taurus. Maybe it's hot where you are. The point that I'm trying to make is, okay, there's anger. Prisoner. Somebody is a prisoner of their thoughts, or they're a prisoner of their past, and this is why they use, or they self-medicate in some type of way. Something is haunting somebody. I don't know, is your house haunted, Leo? Anyway, the past comes back. someone from your past. Like I said, your child, someone that you have a kid with. Somebody comes back from the past. Yeah, this is no doubt Leo or Cancer, Libra or Cancer. Somebody a Leo, Libra. Okay, yeah. Instinct. That's what I mean. Listen to your instincts about a child. I promise you they're tormented over something. And I promise you, for some of you, it's because, I promise you, somebody's not right. Somebody's a perv. They're a pedophile. Anyway, I think that there's somebody that loves you, or there may be a child that may need to be shown love. There's somebody that loves you, but they are aggressive, or they say some things that, like I said, give you the side eye. And like I said, it's very confusing for you to know whether or not this person loves you or not. And there's somebody coming back into the picture. Like I said, there could be an apology here. Somebody might be trying one more time to give you an offer. Somebody does feel like you're going to turn down their offer. Okay? Somebody wants to come and give you this offer. But I think that the other one is unsure whether or not there's a future here because you've walked away from this. You've loved yourself enough to walk away. I don't know. It's just going to depend on a free will decision on how you decide, what direction you decide to take in this situation. Because I definitely feel that somebody may feel as though they wish that it was easier to talk to you about something. Or vice versa. They're worried maybe about talking to you about some things, to the point that they might be losing sleep over something here. You're definitely worried about your home situation or your money. I guess we're going to shift gears and talk about your career then, because that's where I feel like there's a lot of worry here too. And I don't know for what. What are you worried about? It looks like you're burnt out. Maybe you don't know whether or not it's time to leave your job. Yeah, somebody definitely feels unloved, and they're detaching emotionally instead of expressing how they feel. I don't know. Maybe there's a work connection here, because as soon as I started talking about work, I kind of left the love scenario and started talking about work. Then love came right back up. So it's either love is distracting you from your work, or you work with somebody that you are in love with. You have some type of working relationship. I see issues here with your money. It feels like you're having an issue keeping your spending in balance. There could be some credit issues. It could be that maybe love has you feeling a bit depressed. I think that some of you, you might be in the unknown, the unsure about maybe what to do with the talent that you have. Maybe you feel like you want to take your talents elsewhere. Perhaps there might be a creative project that you really want to put your energy into. And I think that some of you might be thinking about stepping away and maybe looking for new opportunities. For some of you, this new opportunity might have something to do with working for yourself. Maybe this is something that you thought about. Maybe it's something that you wanted to do. And maybe you're not sure if there's going to be success behind making this decision. So maybe that's something that's on your mind. It looks like you genuinely want to make a difference in some type of way. And I think that you want to have peace of mind about your decision. But I think that maybe you might be closing yourself off to other opportunities because you're looking at your current financial state right now. I think that some of you could genuinely be overspending. Or there's some money that maybe you're waiting for, anticipating. Maybe it was less than expected, or maybe you had to put out, a good chunk of money for something else, and now you're coming up short in some other way in your life. I think that some of you, maybe you are entrepreneurs. Maybe you do work for yourself, and maybe you're unsure about whether or not it is time to step away and maybe think about something else. Because it feels like maybe your business is hurting right now. And this is like your guides for some of you saying that, you are on the right path. It just feels like lately, maybe things have been feeling like an uphill climb. Maybe you've been having a lot of obstacles to your success. And maybe that's just something that's really getting under your skin this week. And maybe that could be why you might be kind of, because you got a lot of pressure on you. Maybe this is why you might be reacting. And that might be why people around you feel like they have to walk on eggshells because of all this pressure that you have on yourself to provide. Maybe you take care of other people financially. I think the stress is getting to you. And I think that maybe you got some issues in the background having to do with your health. If this is not your health, then this is definitely the health of somebody else. Somebody's health is in jeopardy because they use or they self-medicate, and they definitely overdo it. And it might be creating some harm with their health. Because this week it feels like you are concerned about someone's health if it's not your own. Because I think that's you, like, burnt out. Burnt out from love, burnt out from your job, responsibilities. And see, having to do with these inner child issues, I think some of you could be thinking about going to get counseling to help you to release the past. Or this is your guide saying make some time for some emotional healing. Maybe this is some of you, maybe you're thinking about becoming a counselor of some type. Maybe that's something that might be appealing to you. Might feel like this week like you're coming down with something. Okay, maybe a little sore throat. Or this is like dry mouth because it looks like maybe you're feeling dehydrated. This is a week where you might be feeling a bit sad. I do. Tired. Your kids might be getting on your nerves because maybe they got some sibling rivalry here. If it's not you that's sick, it's somebody around you. And somebody, I think that maybe there are some feelings that maybe you might just need to acknowledge and find a way to shake certain things loose. Your childhood, like I said, or things from your past. Past memories might be coming up this week, boiling to the surface. That might be giving you anxiety. Or some of you performers, I know it's such a random side note, but maybe you're having stage fright about something here. Or you're on stage, like I said, you do something in front of people professionally. I think that once you're able to release the anxiety that you have about something, I think that this is where you're going to see some type of forward movement with something. It feels like maybe there's something that you want to do professionally, but the anxiety of it is kind of like causing you to pull back. And I'm also seeing that maybe you have an enemy at work, and maybe there's somebody around you at work or wherever. It's like somebody is spreading rumors, spreading gossip. Goodness, every card though. Leo, what's really going on? Are you going through some type of depression, or this is somebody around you? I think this is you and whomever we're talking about. Both of you might be matching each other's energy and feeling quite bad about what happened. Okay, yep, somebody got you dangling on a string. It might be a Gemini. See, you got a third person here, but truthfully, I feel like this angel in the middle, like I said, is maybe a counselor or somebody that might help you open your eyes about your relationship, about finding a better way to communicate, because it does look like maybe you guys communicate in a completely different manner. Your spirit guides might be trying, not for everybody, okay? But it feels like there's, especially if this is you and a child, somebody, it's like your spirit guides are trying to help you to get some type of understanding. It doesn't mean that they're trying to bring you together to be in a relationship, but there could be some type of understanding gained about something, because it feels like you guys are completely on two different pages, and one of you, if not both of you, are very clueless about the root of the issue and what's really going on, either within yourself or with this other person. Especially if this is a kid that's acting out of nowhere, throwing a lot of tantrums. They're tormented. They're really hurt. They're anguished about something. They don't know how to say it, or they don't know how to put it. But you might have a kid that's really going through some type of depression. Or there's a fresh start here. Maybe you're moving, you're relocating, and maybe you're going through a separation with somebody, and that might be this up and down with your emotions that you're dealing with. You do feel betrayed in some type of way, and I promise you there's an enemy here. You got a backstabber somewhere around you. Leo Nation, somebody's watching you, trying to humiliate you in some type of way. In some cases, somebody is abusive. And I gotta put it out here. It's not for everybody, but I feel like there's a warning here, like from your spirit guide. Somebody could be coming to you to do some type of bodily harm. So perhaps this is why this instinct card comes out. You have somebody that is like emotionally unstable. Use your instincts having to do with what's around you or who's around you, okay? Because like I did talk to you, tell you that you have a stalker. Somebody's watching you. Not all of you is this like a creepy stalker, but for some of you, I definitely no doubt see that. And for a lot of you, this stalker is at work. Or there's a work connection here. Or there's a living connection here. Somebody is watching you. At night in particular. I think you could be traveling. This might be a week where you might be traveling someplace, and I see some type of announcement here. So maybe you might be making there could be a birth announcement possibly. Yeah, you're not seeing eye to eye with somebody. You guys are butting heads. Some of you are butting heads because somebody has a side piece. They're in a side relationship. Okay. Let's go back to these finances because I do see that. Like, well, I guess we talked about it. This is definitely a week to not splurge. Stay within budget. Okay, because money could be a bit tight this week. Maybe some of you left a job. If you did, and you're out of a job right now, it feels like you might get a call back. There might be a job interview. I promise you, somebody that you've ended something with, you're distant from this person. If they were in a relationship with somebody else, I think that they've called that relationship off. Somebody comes back into the picture single to try to work things out with you after a breakup. There could potentially be an apology, but I think that you might be dealing with somebody that you feel is an opportunist. Maybe you feel like somebody's bad with money, or that they really don't make good choices. 7 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. That's what I mean. Listen to your instincts about something here. About somebody, their character, the way that they move. Somebody around you moves like a backstabber. On that note, I feel like there could have been a passing of somebody, and I feel like there's some type of a loop here, meaning something happened and then it comes back around again, like an anniversary, like a birthday. There's something here that might remind you of somebody. Maybe your anniversary is coming up. As I say that, the star. Maybe this has something to do with an Aquarius. You blocked somebody this week, or you could be blocking a Cancerian this week. Or a Taurus. If you have not spoken to a Taurus, there's a Taurus that comes back into the picture. There's a Taurus that might actually care a lot about you. And you got a Gemini that shows up. There's a Leo here. Especially if this was a cheating episode. Somebody's coming back. They might want to go to counseling. Or suggest that. There's something here to do with health. I talked about that for a minute, though. I think this is your emotional health. I think this is the mental health of somebody around you. They're really struggling. There's some negativity here. Are you sharing something on social media? I don't know, are you a vlogger? You're an influencer? Or maybe you're just sharing your ideas. Maybe there might be somebody that you might be getting, you might have, talking about a counselor. I think you might be unloading your thoughts to somebody. I think that looks are deceiving. I definitely see that. Did I say that? I did say that in the beginning, that you might be dealing with somebody that does magic. And since I'm seeing that, and this is just for some of you, it's not the case for everybody listening, but it feels like somebody might be trying to create some instability for you. There might be somebody that you're allowing to get close to you. And somebody does not mean you well. I think this might be a friend of yours. This might be jealousy having to do with somebody around you, a family member, a coworker, whatever. This could be somebody that your ex is seeing. Somebody has feelings of self-worth. There's definitely some jealousy here. Somebody's not really happy with themselves. So, for that reason, it feels like somebody might be trying to do some low-down stuff. And what I mean by that is maybe some magic on you. Or you and somebody that you're dating. Somebody does not want to see you with the person that you're with. That could be a baby's mama. Or like I said, an ex. Maybe the person that your ex is with. Maybe they're scared that they're gonna leave you for them. Somebody's feeling insecure. Anyway, it feels like you might be checking somebody this week. Maybe there are some choices. Maybe you have a lot of different options, things that you're trying to make a decision on, and maybe you feel like there are no good choices here. Some of you could be getting a second opinion from somebody that you trust. Maybe somebody that has been in a situation like you, like the one that you're in. Or this is maybe with health, you might be deciding to get like a second opinion about something. I don't know, possibly this might be where you're explaining this to somebody else, maybe talking to them about something else. This might help you process your thoughts a bit better. I think that this is definitely a week where you're reevaluating your boundaries, because in some ways, Leo, maybe you have too loose of boundaries, and this is leading to emotional drain. And some of you, your boundaries are so rigid to the point that it's leading you to loneliness. So with the people around you, Leo Nation, whether they're romantic or otherwise, again, the takeaway from this reading, the biggest takeaway is to listen to your instincts. That's an always thing, but no doubt this week, for sure. I think it might be very easy to judge people rather than trying to understand them. And I think that that's the issue. Somebody feels heavily judged. Feels like someone is not taking the time out to understand where they are coming from. You got some haters around you. That's the enemy. Okay. I definitely see some haters. That's the enemy. Somebody doesn't want to see you succeed. I don't know if you know this, Leo Nation. You might not be at this part in your life yet, but I see that maybe this is where you're tormented and anguished over your finances. It feels like there's some opportunities here to pick up your money or to get your money to a place where you will really want it to be to fix your financial health. It feels like there is a way to do that, okay? And some of you, that's like somebody is jealous of you because maybe you're on top. You have creative ideas. You have an innovative way of doing something, and it's like somebody is jealous of that. Well, this week, I'm almost about to say Virgo. Maybe you're on the Virgo cusp or you're dealing with a Virgo. I think that this is definitely a week to, like, distractions could definitely be pulling you away or eating up your time. So maybe your guides are encouraging you to take the needed breaks that you need to take, but make sure that you're not procrastinating, because it looks like that might be the setback here. That might be the biggest issue about why the finances are looking the way that they did, or distractions. Or what's distracting you is your emotions, your feelings. Something might be causing you to feel worried. That's like you're mentally rehearsing something in your head. I think you want to talk to somebody. You're thinking about what you're going to say before you say it, possibly. Or like I said, you're rehearsing some lines, or you're a performer, possibly. There's a body scan here. Oh, okay. There we go. Having to do with your health. What's going on, Holy Spirit? Because that's definitely bringing it to my attention. And I'm definitely gravitated to a deck over here, but I'm going to pull this. You might be needing your eyes examined. Maybe you might be getting glasses. Somebody died of a... You may have had another child since maybe somebody passed away, or this is the announcement. Maybe there's a family member that didn't get to see the birth of your child. This would be somebody that's in that may have passed of old age, possibly. Something happening in the fall. This feels like this has something to do with feminine health. Did you have a baby recently? You might be having a bleeding issue, or you're having some type of a feminine issue that you might need to get looked into. Some of you might be trying to have a baby. Maybe you're trying to conceive. What's going on with health? And if you are, it feels like that you can have some good news. It feels like there's baby news. If this is not you, then this is somebody around you. Somebody have an STD. Maybe that might be why you're going to the doctor. Anyway, I think it might have something to do with your sexual health, pregnancy. Yeah. That might be the announcement here. Somebody might be giving birth. Yeah, there's definitely some baby news here. But the point that I'm trying to make is that somebody does not want to fight anymore. And they might be coming to you to talk to you. Maybe they're coming to your job. You're traveling. It feels like maybe you might be wanting to go to the ocean. You're going to the water. Maybe you're going someplace cooler to cool off. If you are traveling, it feels like there's traveling delays. Or this is you. You put off some travel plans because of finances. I definitely see you recovering from something here. Recovering from, like I said, some type of heartbreak. It's just we're talking about health, maybe surgery. Or financial recovery. Yeah, something is going to require you to take a risk. A risk to go and talk to somebody, or a risk to maybe change something within yourself or within your career, or somebody might feel like it's a risk to come and talk to you. Yeah, maybe you're spending a lot of time at home this week, Leo Nation, or maybe, I don't know, maybe is that something that you're concerned about? I did talk to you about moving. Are you doing some interior decorating? I definitely see relocation for some of you. Yeah, you have some blessings coming in. But I think that there might be some issues here where maybe you feel like you don't deserve something. That's what I mean. Some self-esteem issues. Thank you, Spirit Guide. Some inner child issues. Or this is you and a child. It doesn't have to be your child. It could be a child that's significant to you in some type of way. You're a teacher, you might notice something with a child, a pupil in your class. This could be your own child, a niece, nephew, whatever the case is. But children are very relevant in this reading. Children are family members. Or no doubt your inner child. All right, Leo Nation, let's get to the advice. Holy Spirit, what advice do you have for the Leo Nation? What is the advice, Holy Spirit, for Leos? I don't know, Leo, maybe you might be coloring your hair. You might be paying more attention to your looks. Maybe this is the way that you're practicing self-care. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. This could be a family member, like I said, that we're talking about. Or a partner. Person that you're reflecting your inner child wounds to. Maybe there is somebody that, like I said, you feel like you wish it was easier to talk to somebody without things going left, and without maybe this person putting you down and insulting you. Anyway, it says it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. And, you know, maybe there's somebody that doesn't want to. Or maybe this is you. The past might really be haunting you. And it might really be necessary to get to the root of the issue about, whatever this is. Yeah. Maybe it's somebody's ego. Maybe somebody has way too much ego to maybe admit that they're wrong. And that might be what's standing in the way of you having an honest conversation with somebody, and why you might feel like you have to walk on eggshells. Is this you, Leo, that feels like you have to please everybody else? And you're miserable, you're sad, Maybe this is you. Maybe you do feel like you have to make everybody else happy. But you're miserable or you're sad about something. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Yeah, awaken, be your authentic self and be true to you. So this is definitely your guide saying be true to you. What is it that you feel? It's not about what everybody else thinks you should do. It's about what you feel is right for you. So maybe this is definitely a week to maybe close off everybody else's opinions and really sit with what you want to do. Again, get some outside opinions if you feel like that's necessary, but at the end of the day, it's you that has to live with these decisions. Surrender stress. I think your work is stressing you out, or a relationship is stressing you out. Take a few deep breaths to exhale the tension you built up in your body. We talked about tension. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. I did talk to you about an outing or a vacation or wanting to go near the ocean. There's some type of an outing, or this is you getting by yourself to release. I think this is a change of scenery for you, because like we were talking about, maybe you're at home, you're not really getting outdoors, and it's starting to get to you. So maybe going out in nature or going out someplace might really, a change in scenery, a change in pace may help you in some type of way. Be a comfort to yourself. Comfort is an inside job. Speak to yourself in a loving, compassionate, positive way. Do something that nourishes you. Know in this moment all is well. I think this is where you have a lot of worry. Yeah? You're not finding a way to self-soothe or to comfort yourself. It starts from within. I think somebody in this situation, whether you or somebody else, rather than really focusing on what is the issue or finding a way to comfort themselves, they self-medicate. Do something that nourishes you. Know in this moment that all is well. I think that your guides are trying to get you to see, even though maybe from your perspective everything is all messed up, nothing makes sense, nothing is coming together in your life, I think that your guides are saying, know that all is well. It's like your guides are saying they got you, they got your back, but you gotta know that. Do something that nourishes you. Again, the ocean, or maybe you dance, or picking up some type of a hobby. It feels like it might be time to really put your energy into that. Find an outlet for all this stress that you're having. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Some of you, Leo Nation, your guides are really encouraging you to truly look at this. Is this a completely, because it feels like it's a relationship that's causing you a lot of stress, a lot of worry, a lot of tension. Maybe this is an unhealthy relationship. We talked about counseling. Like I said, if this is family members, like I said, maybe you guys communicate in a completely different manner. Or some of you, it might really genuinely be time to get out of something. Keep in mind, this is for some Leo out there. There might be somebody that might be coming to do bodily harm to you. Listen to your instinct about something. Is it genuinely time to completely find a way to let go of something that it might really be time to, may be time to really let go of? Is this genuinely a codependent relationship? Or is this real love? For some of you, this is struggle love that you're dealing with. With that, oh, no more. Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. I think that you're having anxiety, or you're having issues here with breathing. Anyway, your guides are saying, Leo Nation, let others come to you. Maybe this is you constantly coming to the rescue, or you know what I mean, people pleasing. You know, doing so at the expense of your own happiness. Let somebody come to you. All right, Leo Nation. Well, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you found that it was helpful, Leo Nation, thumbs up this video. Consider subbing to my channel if you already have it. And if you do decide to sub to my channel, make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you do not miss an upload whenever I upload a video for you, your crosswatch, or something. Thank you, Leo Nation, once again for spending this time with me. Have a blessed week, Leo Nation. I'll see y'all next week. Peace out.